Opening transmission. Alpha Zulu 1919. This transmission is relayed from transponder Mike Whiskey 222 via remote. Attention, attention, this is a Jade Falcon Blood Falcon informational broadcast. Attention, attention, this is a Jade Falcon Blood Falcon informational broadcast. This is a captured inosphere design request. Extracted information. For better mech functionality, we all know that the weapon hardpoint design is a non-functional art and a rendering issue. Weapons should be handled the same as with a fighter jet loadout. Mount points have command and control data links allowing any weapon, sensor or backpack cargo weapons omnipod to be mounted. More on backpack omni cargo weapons pods later. The only limits should be size and weight. Cockpit head mounted. Medium and small weapons, sensors, AMS, tag and NARC can be head mounted. Heat sinks mounted by size, available slot and weight. Ammo by available slot and weight. Cases mounted by available slot and weight. Torso forward/shoulder mounted. Large, medium, small weapons, AMS, tag and sensors can be torso, shoulder, center mounted both sides. Note: no AMS center torso mount is proposed at this time. Heat sinks mounted by size, available slot and weight. Ammo by available slot and weight. Cases mounted by available slot and weight. Arm mounted. Large, medium, small weapons, AMS, tag and sensors can be mounted right and or left arm. Heat sinks mounted by size, available slot and weight. Ammo by available slot and weight. Arm mounted. Cases mounted by available slot and weight. Leg mounted. Sensors, heat sinks mounted by size, available slot and weight can be mounted in legs right and or left. Ammo by available slot and weight. Leg mounted. Cases mounted by available slot and weight. By freeing the loadout location, the continued practice of long and short range targeting the specific side of a mech to strip weapons will be mitigated and reduced, thereby allowing a longer availability of firepower for honorable and glorious combat. Omni backpack cargo weapons pods are deployable and or ejectable. Weapons, ammo, AMS, tag, NARC and sensors and inosphere heat sinks can be installed. Note: Intel and engineering suggests that inosphere heat sinks in this configuration are only 75% efficient but can be installed into the pod. Ammo by available slot and weight. Cases mounted by available slot and weight. Note: non-use of case is highly discouraged. Note: tag and NARC show no loss of range other than to terrain blocking. Restrictions. Omni backpack cargo weapons pods design spec are a add-on deployable mech pod with 6 slots, 5.5 ton weight limit. Normal load, 1 case and 5 tons of ammo, weapons or sensors. Note: engineering analysis indicates that non-use of cases will allow the pod to be easily damaged or destroyed until deployed in the case of remote weapons or sensor use. Omnipods equipped to mechs for ammo only are limited to 2.5 tons of ammo, as the automated ammo transfer equipment takes up 2 tons and the use of case protection in this configuration is not optional. Note: this configuration allows for the extra ammo to be used first, thereby allowing the pod to be ejected and or dropped after the expending of the additional 2.5 tons of ammo. This is particularly useful for LRM or long-range ballistic use. Analysis of SRM ammo use only has little or no tactical value at this time based on available intel. Note: mech speed reduction must be taken into account. Omnipods add no armor to mechs. First hit to rear of any pod-equipped mech destroys the case and then the contents will be damaged the same as any mech part with armor stripped. The only exception will be if and when a pod is ejected or dropped. The sensor or area denial weapon will have a armor rating of 15 points. Note: per Intel, if deployment of omnipods becomes standard, more emphasis in flanking attacks should be made. Note: omnipod's installation will reduce any mech's forward and reverse speed the same as being legged until the pod is ejected. Even if the pod's additional ammo or payload has been expended, the speed penalty is still in force until the pod has been ejected or deployed. Note: Intel states this is an exploitable limitation. Omnipods are ejectable for static deployment of passive area sensors or turret pods to cover limited areas. Only a single pod can be installed on any mech. Only weapons installed to pods can use ammo loaded in pods. Note: exception: ammo-only pods. Weapons fired from any pod while still attached to its mech will have a 15% range limitation unless said mech is also equipped with a corresponding range-enhancing module for that weapon. Note: ammo-only pods impart no limitation to mech-installed weapons. Sensor omnipods once deployed are dumb and will report the location of any mech in the area same as a UAV but at 30% less range of a standard UAV. Note: engineering and Intel states that sensor time duration due to static non-flight power use is 5% longer than standard UAV. Further engineering analysis suggests the pod sensor is a standard UAV with flight and station keeping hardware removed with no other meaningful modification other than its container. Dropped and/or deployed weapons omnipods will target any opposing mech in the area the same as a static turret at a base would. All omnipods' weapon ranges are reduced to 67% of actual unless deployed with a second weapon or sensor pod. When two or more pods are deployed within 55 meters of each other, all weapons and sensor ranges will increase to 70% of actual. Note: there is no sensor range increase for multiple pods higher than 70% of actual due to ground deployment. Missile weapons are limited to NOC, SRM, SRM-2, 4 and 6. Ballistic weapons are limited to machine gun and AC-2 only. An AC-2 can be equipped but is limited to only a half-ton of ammo and only usable while the pod is attached to its mech. Note: per engineering, the AC-2 use limitation is due to recoil issues. Note: some suggestions to address this issue were included in this captured information but was categorized by Intel and staff engineering as odd and possibly encrypted. Extracted text cannon spins like a *redacted strippers *redacted tassel. Extracted text mount gun where there is no sun. Said information was redacted. Note: engineering at Intel's request is researching aquatic bird adhesive strap. Machine guns can be equipped to mounted, dropped or deployed pods. AMS are functional in equipped pods mounted on a mech but not dropped or deployed pods. Note: pod-mounted weapons are waist wraparound mounted and are 10% less susceptible to damage taken from the front of the mech they are installed upon. Installation and/or mounting of mech modules, weapons modules, cool shots are not available at this time in current pod design. Note: AMS LRM defense pods were proposed in intercepted information but issues with pods blocking outgoing as well as incoming missiles was observed and further study is indicated. The option is proposed in enhanced pods design and is not available at this time. End of extracted information. Intel, Tactical and Engineering Summation. While the above-listed design and equipment proposals may have some tactical usefulness, Jade Falcon Command deems them negligible. Note: Intel Minority Report stated that this intercepted information may point to the inner sphere factions moving to a more innovative and dangerous direction re the use of new tactics and firepower. Note: the term and acronym, Aquatic Bird Adhesive Strap, ABAS, has been classified. Direct all inquiries to staff Intel. This is a captured inner sphere design request. Attention, attention, this has been a Jade Falcon Blood Falcon informational broadcast. Attention, attention, this has been a Jade Falcon Blood Falcon informational broadcast. Alpha Zulu 1.